The secondary concern, I guess after that primary concern, is mobility. Maintaining mobility, the ability of CPAs to practice across state lines. So for me, as an Arizona CPA, to perhaps serve a client in Illinois without having to then get licensed in Illinois. What are we doing to address that in the changes that are being made in Illinois and in the other states that are making this change?
Yeah, Blake, I think Jen teed it up appropriately. We're taking individual mobility and putting it on the individual, so it makes it more flexible, more accessible. I always like to think of mobility as something that's leveraged by all, but not well understood by most. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to kind of reset expectations. And more than anything, we know that CPAs need to retain the ability to work across state lines without extra compliance and complication. Honestly, that was the number one concern that we heard from firms. They were like, great work on the pathways. We like it. But what about my practice mobility? And so the fact that we recognized that and answered it in this language, I'm really excited about it. It's really an enhancement to the current practice mobility model and should serve the profession well into the future.
So how does the language address the mobility issue? Because I think in the past, if I didn't have the same education done, like I might have to submit transcripts, I might have to go and get cleared in order to serve clients in that
Yeah.
state.
Yeah. In our bill, it takes some of that away. Basically, if you were licensed in another jurisdiction and you had the same educational requirements, the same exam requirements, the same experience, you can come work in Illinois. And I think that's consistent across all the jurisdictions that are moving forward with this.
Some states have a specific list of courses you have to take, a number of credit hours you have to take, and that may not line up exactly with what I've done. So how is that being addressed? Is the requirement for the accounting concentration more broad now?
Yeah, it's not for our legislation. It's not diving directly into the concentrations, but saying, you know what, Jen Kreider got licensed in Pennsylvania. We're going to assume that they're consistent with ours, and because she's licensed there, she's going to be eligible to work in Illinois. It's that simple.